Hello everyone and welcome back to the DRAMAtical Murder demo. It's been so long since I played this game. From what I remember, we're taking up on Mizuki with Kojaku, and he's been acting weird. There was a fight and usually he'd step in, but he didn't, and now they're just checking up to see how he's doing. If you're interested in playing the game yourself, links in the description. Subscribe if you don't want to miss any future videos. And let's jump in. After that, Kojaku and I head for Dry Juice's territory. The alley's in the east quarter of Yukisagi, peppered with abandoned restaurants and bars. This was meant to be a casual visit, but the closer we get to Dry Juice territory, the stranger things become. Normally, you'd see Dry Juice members hanging around, but today the streets are deserted.
ガラガラだな。
あいつらの泊まり場、移動したのか？
そんなの聞いてねえけどな。
I have a bad feeling about this. Save. We picked up the pace. When we reach the alley where they usually gather, we find it empty of life. Kojaku stops and catches me by the arm.
おい、
What's happening?
どうし、
What? I follow Kojaku's stare and freeze. They're gone. What do you— oh! The Dry Juice tags on the wall have all been painted over in black. Oh!
なんて。
No way! Did some other gang beat them?
アバ、あれ見ろ。
Oh! A new tag has been painted on the wall. Morphine, metallic wings, and a heart surrounded by a halo. I recognize it.
モルヒネ。
Morphine took out Dry Juice?
神隠し。なバカな。
Kojaku's words make my heart skip a beat. That's right, those disappearances. I thought they were just an urban legend. Or maybe someone was screwing around. Dry Juice is the biggest rib gang in town. I'm sure they have plenty of enemies. It could be a gang trying to lay the blame on Morphine. That sounds more realistic than some kind of magical disappearance. But in that case, how could there be no one left?
おい、誰かいねえのかよ。おい。
I run through the alleyway, shouting at the top of my lungs. No answer. Damn, what the hell is going on? This is so exciting! Really getting into action here. I head towards a nearby alley, the one where Mizuki always hangs out. If Dry Juice members are anywhere, it'll be there. Wow. Tag is everywhere. I step into the alley, but it's deserted like the others. Even though I expected as much, it still sends a shiver up my spine. Oh my god, is that blood? By the back of the alley, the biggest Dry Juice tag has been painted over as well. What the hell is going on? I could always find Mizuki leaning on the wall in front of the tag. He'd greet me with a smile when I came by. I want to turn away. It feels like I'm witnessing the ruin of something precious to me. Oh, Alba! But I force myself to look. Yes, see, it's all—
アバ、向こう側も見てきたが誰もいねえ。ここもか。ひでえな。
なあ、これって。
Yeah.
なんだ。これ。地下。
This is taking a turn I was not expecting, to be honest.
やっぱりそうだよな。
Though smudged and darkened by footsteps, there's blood splattered on the ground. It looks relatively fresh. Looking around, I notice shoe prints on the walls and debris on the walls and debris scattered about. The signs of a struggle. Okay, I get it. The more I see, the more I realize that only one thing makes sense. Morphine did this, just like the story said. Disputes between rib gangs are common, but usually those end with a brawl and some tags getting scribbled out at worst. This is different. I feel malice in the air. This was the work of someone with a ruthless disregard for their enemy. What happened here? This alley was so full of life. It was a place where everyone got along, where you never had to be alone. That's why people joined the gang. Even if it was only temporary, here people shared a bond. It was home. And now there's nothing left.
くそ、やっぱ水木と連絡つかねえ。
Kojaku Kojaku looks up from his foil.
どうなってんだ。ここで何があったってんだよ、畜生。マジでモルヒネの仕業なのか？
水木。
I'm still trying to wrap my head around this situation when I hear footsteps at the entrance of the alley.
やあ、誰かと思ったら青葉さんでしたか。奇遇ですね。
やっほー、青葉。お前ら。
It's Virus and Trip. Virus. Sorry.
なんでここに？
この辺りは我々が担当してるんですよ。
ヤクザか。
Kojaku's eyes narrow. For the wow, what were words? For Ripsties, sorry. For Ripsties like Kojaku, a pair of Yakuza walking around like they own the place isn't a pleasant sight.
お前ら双子か？似たような格好し
They're
やがっ
not
て。
twins.
双子じゃありませんから。
お前、こんなのとつるんでんのか？
つるんでるっつうか、知り合った時は別にヤクザじゃなかったし、公爵が島を出てた時だよ。
ええ、青葉さんとはそれなりに旧知の仲で
Old
す。
chums.
そうそう、仕事関係ねえし。
同業者の中には横暴なのもいるようですが、俺たちはルール違反は犯しません。あくまで常識の範囲で行動してますので、以後よろしく。
ヤクザはヤクザだろうが、いいも悪いもねえんだよ。一度落ちたら骨の髄、血の一滴まで染み込むからな。
I think I'm just gonna default to Virus just because my head is not in it today. Virus and Trip exchange glances. Honestly, I'm surprised too by the rage in Kojaku's voice. Has he always had such an intense hatred of Yakuza?
でも、俺たちが言うのもなんですが、この島じゃヤクザも警察も大して変わりませんよ。
It's also why we don't like the police either, yo.
あなた、確かどこかのチームのヘッドですよね。何人か懇意にしている警察の人間がいるでしょ。
警察の人間すべてが悪いってわけじゃねえからな。中には気のいいやつがもいる。
では、我々もその中に加えていただけるとありがたいです。
Our
気のいいヤクザとしてね。
chill quotes.
ところで、ドライジュースって青葉さんのお友達のチームですよね。彼ら、縄張りの移動でもしたんですか？
Why are they here?
さっきから誰も見かけね
それがいなくなっちまった。
いなくなった。
俺たちも今来たばっかりなんだけど、ドライジュースのタグが全部塗りつぶされてて、代わりにモルヒネのタグが書かれてる。
モルヒネ。
Virus rips his chin thoughtfully.
え。モルヒネってあの空想上の生き物みたいになってるあれ？
なあ、もしかしたら誰かがモルヒネのせいにしようとしてこんなことやらかしたんじゃねえかって思うんだけど。
だとしても残忍ですね。チーム全員をいっぺんにだなんて相当たちが悪い。
この辺お前らの担当なんだろう？何か知らないか？
そうですね。俺たちが知っていることといえば、
昨日の夜に見回った時はこんなんじゃなかった。
So it happened in the night.
ドライジュースのメンバーの皆さんは見かけませんでしたけどね。
それって何時頃だ？
9時ぐらいじゃね。つうかその後にやられたんじゃね。
だとしてもメンバーを一人残らず誘拐とは。あの人数をいっぺんに連れ去るのってそう簡単なことではないですよ。
The only reason why I'm obsessed with these two is because I already know their story, like some of their storyline.
分かってる。だから。
Maybe Morphine really did take them all, just like in the stories. But I don't dare say that out loud.
なるほど。なんとなく状況は分かりました。もしこちらでも何か分かったらご連絡します。
頼む。
それにしても最近はこういう手合いの物騒な話が増えてきてますね。青葉さんも気をつけてください。
俺らにもわけわかんねえのが多くて追っつけてないってのが現状。
てめえらにとっちゃリブなんてしのぎのための駒だろうが、何してくれるっつうんだよ。
Ojaku spits on the ground, Virus lifts an eyebrow, amused.
我々としても町に寄生して生きているわけですからね。しっかりとした足場を築いた上で活動することが大前提なんですよ。それにモルヒネでも何でもいいですけど、勝手に俺らの縄張りを荒らされるのは普通に不愉快ですからねえ。
Ojaku looks away.
さて、俺たちはもうちょっとこの辺りの状況を
貴様ら、ここで何をしている？
Gotta leave, gotta leave! Suddenly, a group of policemen burst into the alley. They must have been patrolling the area.
動くな！動くと撃つぞ！
Oh my god. They aim their guns at us. Cool. Nice. I hate this.
やべえな。
あらら、今日はまた一段と騒がしいですね。元気が有り余ってるな。
ここは大産一択でしょ。
さすがに俺たちもあれは苦手ですから。青葉さんも逃げてください。
I suggest running.
分かった。
奴らのとこまでは全員で特攻で、その後別れる感じでよろしく。合図
Oops, sorry.
1、2の3。
At Trip's signal, we all start running.
貴様ら！
The offers unleash a hell of rubber bullets. Fortunately, they've been neglecting their training. Not one shot even grazes us.
と
Oh my goodness. Virus and Trip barrel into them, and the officers topple. Topple like dominoes.
それじゃあ青葉さん、また。
God, I hate them and I love them. Hate it.
バイバイ。
サンキュな。
Oh.
行くぞ青葉。
貴様ら、待て！
Virus and Trip broke right, so Kojaku and I dashed left. We hear gunshots and shouting behind us for a while, but by the time we get out of Yukisagi and onto Aoyagi Street, the sounds have disappeared.
今日は役日だな。散々だぜ。
You say that again. I close my eyes as I try to catch my breath. The scene in the alley rises from the darkness. Raiju's tags painted over in black, blood stains on the ground. Where did Mizuki and his gang go? Is he okay? Who did this? Was it really Morphine?
どうなってんだよ、チキショー！
青葉。
My rage grows harder with every passing moment. Nothing could justify something like this. This isn't how we do things.
絶対犯人見つけ出してやる。
そうだな。俺もチームのやつらが何か見てねえか聞いておく。
頼む。
I don't know if it's Morphine, but someone did this. I'll find them, and if Mizuki and the others are hurt, then they're gonna pay. Ooh, Aoba! Kojoku leaves to go talk to his gang, so I head over to Mizuki's shop. Message. Incoming mail.
スパ
Please
ムか
save me. Ah. Damsel in distress. Spam. Is it? The subject says, please save me. The sender is damsel in distress. Damsel in distress? I swear I got a spam message earlier with the same name.
消去っと
Another message?
は
The same message again. Delete.
は
Okay, okay, we get it. We get it. We get it. Please stop. We get it. Oh, jeez. But at this rate, your inbox is gonna fill up. They just keep coming. What the hell? I quickly open my bag and wake up Ren.
レンメールがやばい何これウイルス
少し待ってくれ。調べてみる。
Ren falls silent. It's been so while since we've seen Ren. While I wait, the mails keep coming.
レンまだか
解析完了。ウイルスではない。万が一ウイルスだった場合の対策も実行した。
このメールの受信自体を止めるってのは無理なのか
Maybe open one?
差出元のメールアドレスが不明だ。
なんだそりゃ
念のために
Oops, sorry.
内容を確認してみた方がいい。
Same brain.
大丈夫なのか
But I get the feeling the message will just keep coming if I ignore them. The notification chime is starting to drive me nuts.
わかったよ見ればいいんだろ見れば
Desperate for relief, I open one of the messages. Huh? They stopped. How is that possible? Puzzled, I turn my eyes to the text. But the message is empty. So it really was just spam? My call chimes again. Only this time it isn't a message.
ゲームの配信だ。
Game download.
ゲームの配信
That's right, the game I played the other day. I guess this is the next chapter? Silent Oath. It's the same... Yeah, I was thinking about this. It's the same cross as the Morphine logo. When the download finishes, this title screen appears. Yeah, it's the same game. There's no start button. How is this supposed to work? A few seconds later, the screen changes and the game suddenly starts up. I try pushing the keys on my coil, but I can't move.
レンなんかこれ動かないんだけど
And the way he says Ren, Ren! It's not working!
デモプレイになっているんじゃないか。
デモプレイそんなの配信してなんか意味あるのかよ
I jab at the controls for a while. Finally, the main character starts to move. Is it working now? But when I take my fingers off the keys, the character keeps moving on its own. Oh. Okay.
なんだこりゃ
The game ends abruptly. I guess it really was. I guess it really is just a demo. What was the point of sending this out? Was it a mistake? It doesn't make sense.
完全に意味不明なゲームだな
そうか。
さっきの大量メールもやっぱりスパムだったっぽいしすげえ時間の無駄したとっとと帰ろうぜ
I close the game and start back towards home. Got bad feels. As the sun sets, delicious smells begin to fill the town. Dinner time already. I wonder if Granny is home. I was thinking about this as like pink haired and the yellow. Sometimes she goes out with friends around this time. Granny. He got bad feels. I wonder what it is. I feel anxious since I played that game. An old woman was kidnapped by bats. Maybe I was right. Was it just a coincidence? I know I'm just being paranoid, but I can't shake the feeling, so I call Granny on my coil. No answer. I try calling the house. Nothing. I try Granny's coil one more time. She's not picking up. Granny doesn't really use her coil much in the first place. She even leaves letters for me by the front door instead of texting me. She must be out with some friends, that's probably all it is. It has to be. I try not to think about it, but the images of the devastation at Dry Juice's hangout keeps coming back to me. All that blood. Maybe the whole thing is just making me a little anxious. It's totally crazy to think Granny would be connected to that in any way. But still, can't do this. I have to go home. I'll feel better once I get home and see that Granny's safe. I run home as fast as I can. Why is it so dark? That's scary. That is scary dark. I don't like that. Okay, we're good, I think. I lock the door and burst into the house. It's pitch black like no one's home.
Ba-chan!
I call for her one more time, but no answer. This is bad. It feels like my blood's about to boil. At the same, my body is wrecked with chills. At the same time, did they miss time? The blood stains on the wall of Dry Juice's hangout. The old woman in the game kidnapped by bats. My mind keeps flickering between the two images. Did they get to Granny too?
Ba-chan!
I run into the house, not even bothering to take off my shoes. Something catches my foot. I look down. Huh? What's that big lump doing there? A person is lying in the hall. How did you miss a whole ass person? Granny? The person is lying face down, motionless. Another one is lying on the floor a little further inside. What's going on? I swallow my fear and tiptoe closer. They're both much bigger than Granny, probably men. Relief washes over me. Whew. But if they're not Granny, then who are they? Oh! What is this? Looking closer, I notice a tattoo on their necks. It looks like a gang tag. Actually. What's happening? Yeah, it looks like this tag.
Morphine.
Isn't it? Isn't it covering another? What is? What? No, you gotta be kidding me! I feel like someone behind me. I spin around. A man is standing there, framed by the dark hallway. God damn it! I didn't notice this was happening. The man is so tall that I have to look up at him. For a moment, I just stand there agape. But the thought that he might have done something to Granny soon blows away any fear I'm feeling.
Ba-chan wa doko da?
The man doesn't answer, he just stares at me through the darkness with icy eyes. I take a step closer.
Ba-chan wa doko da tte?
Someone grabs my shoulders from behind. Suddenly I'm surrounded by people holding me in place.
Hanase! Fuzakenna yo! Hanase!
Heavy blow slams into my stomach, knocking the breath from my lungs. Ah, it's you! Oh my god. Okay. I'm just gonna say this outright. Mink is gonna be my own time route. Just because it's a really intense route. The huge man's fist sinks into my gut. I topple forward. I can't breathe. My vision fades into darkness. Aww. Damn it. Not here. Ready. Ready. This is where it ends. Oh. What? Oh, great. Wonderful. We're gonna stop here for today. Thank you everyone for joining me. If you're interested in playing the demo yourself or the full game yourself, links in the description. If you don't want to miss the next video, subscribe, turn on notifications, click that bell icon. We'd love to have you. If you want to start from the beginning of the LP, I have a playlist. I didn't do this at the beginning, my bad. And thank you to this month's patrons. Thank you for your support, it means a lot. If you're interested in becoming a patron, getting early access to videos and exclusive access to other things as thanks, I have a link to my Patreon in the description as well. Hopefully I'll see you there, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. How do I save? Thank God. It's been so long, I was like, is it D? Is it D?